Men are good, as are you. And today, Moiret, Allegiere, and myself are going to talk about something he calls an ascension party. Where do we start with that, Moiret?
Yeah, that's a hard one. I recently, it's been 9 months. I should probably get used to it by now. But I became a father in February to a son. Uh, he was planned, of course, and well, in order to celebrate and in order to get some stuff out of my system first, I asked my wife if she would be so kind as to take our dogs, excuse me, and visit her parents for a week. And so she did, and I invited a friend of mine over, whom I have known for yeah, just about 30 years, I think. And we spent an entire week doing nothing but drinking wine and playing video games. This is my send off of all my old vices, I think, and my ascension into the great and noble ranks of a grand patriarch. And so when that week was over and my wife came home and the dogs came home, I just sent him on his merry way, and I was ready because then I had gotten that part of me out of the system. I think that the last week of irresponsibility was
Yes.
great, fucking fun, and I recommend it to everyone who is expecting a child.
I wish I'd thought of it. That's a
Yeah,
great
so
idea, man.
sometimes I get great ideas.
Yeah, ascension into patriarchy. Before
Ascension
you're
to
a
grand and
father,
noble
take
ranks.
take that week and blow out the jams, man. Just blow it out. That's what you did. That's fantastic. But it's important to look at something here. How did Moiret come to this decision? And one of the things that he had to have to come to it was he had to value himself. He had to see the value in himself because he knew that he needed to do this. He knew that for his sake, he needed his wife to take the dogs and go someplace for a week so that he could blow things out. But the underlying piece is he valued himself. And guys, that's critical. That's a critical piece right there. So,
And the other critical piece I would think is that my wife actually valued it. No problem at all.
exactly.
That's a great idea, she said. And the plans were laid, and it was done.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
And that tells you something else. Moray married someone who was able to value himself, who saw his worth in being, not just his worth in doing. And that's so critical. Ascension into patriarchy party. So,
yeah.
all of you guys out there, if your spouse is pregnant for the first time, you might, or maybe the second time, who knows? Maybe you need to do something similar. I'd highly recommend it. I think it's a great idea. I think this needs to go viral, man. I think it needs to go viral. Give men the idea that they need to value themselves to take that space for whatever time and blow it out. Now,
Yeah,
did
but
you?
you gotta figure out what you want to do. Of course, it doesn't have to be a week of wine and video games,
Yes,
but you have to. It has to be something you want to do, obviously.
exactly, exactly. And that's what you wanted to do, to overindulge in video games and wine, right?
Yeah.
So think,
No,
guys,
this
about what.
friend of mine. I have to mention this also. This friend of mine gifted me 2 bottles of no, 3 bottles of very good whiskey
Uh
as well. Yeah,
oh.
I still have them though. We didn't drink them.
You didn't drink them?
No, no, we didn't drink all of it. We drank some of it.
That's great, man. That's great
I,
stuff.
I mainly drink what I can brew and lay down and such myself. So
Yes, yes. Good.
yeah,
Very good. So, guys, think about this as a good idea for the pre fatherhood ascension into patriarchy trial by fun experience.
yeah.
Indeed. All right. Good. Thank you, Moray. We'll see you guys. Men are good, as are you. Ascension into patriarchy parties are very good. All right. You take care. We'll see you then.